Nessa girl, this is the moment you all have been waiting for. Let me start out by saying every time I put this hat on, I feel like a fat dyke. Okay, is it me or do I look like that dyke that Loretta Devine played on Being Mary Jane a couple seasons ago? Anyway, y'all been blowing up my line all weekend about this Cardi B and Nicki Minaj shit. And y'all know I be down to the bar with a Honda cars be on the weekend in search of my forever or Mr. Right Now. And this shit was gonna have to wait till Monday morning. But y'all wanted my analysis, here it is. Let me start out by saying, you hood boogers that follow me, y'all about to be real upset because I'm about to wear ghetto and progetic people the fuck out. First things first, Cardi B takes a huge L for this one. And here is why. I don't give a damn about what happened. I don't give a damn about the truth. I don't give a damn who's right or who's wrong. The way it looks in the media is as if Nicki Minaj was chilling, minding her business, cool as a cucumber, and Cardi B is the ghetto hood rat being drugged out the establishment with a torn up dress and one shoe on. Cardi B done took her ass down there and tore up them people rented damn dress and fucked around and lost one of their shoes. Now you know good and goddamn well Cardi didn't pay for none of that shit that she had on. Cardi, this shit is a fucking embarrassment. And for those of you who are going to say, oh my God, give her a break, she's only 23 or 24 years old, let me go ahead and put it out there, okay? I am going to give a certain allowance to Cardi's behavior to immaturity and her being young, okay? Yes, she made a mistake. She's only 23, 24 years old. We all did dickhead shit in our early 20s. And yes, she has not been an adult long enough to perhaps have the emotional intelligence or, emotional capacity to handle stressful and intense situations like this. Not to mention, considering the fact, disclaimer, I'm about to get y'all, that she from the ghetto, she from the hood. She was raised under ghetto, hood, progetic, ratchet, hood rat people's philosophy, which is somebody say something to do something and you run up and confront them and be ready to fight. And I'm not understanding y'all when we as a people are gonna stop socializing our kids this way and realize that getting physical with folks or confronting folks at the worst of times is not the best conflict resolution. First and foremost, here is why I'm very disappointed in Cardi B. Hours later or even the day before, you were sitting on the front row of a New York Fashion Week fashion show with Anna Wintour. Now, for those of you who don't know who Anna Wintour is, she's the editor-in-chief of Vogue, has been for many decades. And not only that, many people say underground that Anna Wintour is one of the most powerful women in the world. That old white bitch with that dry, tired ass bob. And as far as I'm concerned, she don't be dressed. But what she says dictates fashion trends around the entire world. Cardi, you've made it. Nigga, we made it. You said motherfuckers will give their life to be sitting on the front row 3 seats down from Anna Wintour. If that's not signed, sealed, and delivered, you're mainstream, nothing else is. That's more powerful than a Grammy, a Oscar, a Tony, all that shit combined. Then, Cardi, you take your ass to the Harpers Bazaar party. Another big fashion house institution, big mainstream, classy-based situation. And that's the place that you thought it was most opportune to confront Nicki Minaj. Really, Cardi? Like, I'm going to need you to have the foresight, baby, to know better and to know how this situation is going to end. Any of us that come from an inner city background or a hood background knows that it never goes well when you confront somebody about some mess. So why do it at a party? And hold on, y'all, because I got plenty to give Nicki Minaj. But here's the thing. For all of you hood boogers out there, because I've had conversations with people all weekend. They was like, yeah, Q, but enough is enough. And, sometimes you just got to let a motherfucker know. And sometimes you just got to run up on a bitch, I guess. but at what expense? You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope whatever Cardi set out to accomplish, that it was worth the embarrassment that she's getting, the chastising that she's getting, being drugged through the media. For all of you guys out there that say, sometimes you just gotta let a bitch know. Sometimes you get tired of a bitch. You get tired of people trying you. I hope that her remedy to Nicki trying her was worth all of this that she's getting. Now, do I think that Cardi is going to lose any major footing in the grand scheme of things? No, I don't. I think she's still going to be able to ride the trend, ride the wave. Do I think that people are now looking at her and a bit more skeptical about doing business and co-signing her? Absolutely. I can assure you, Anna Wintour is somewhere in a hotel room with the rest of them rich white women's talking about Cedar. That's why we shouldn't have had the New York hood rat sitting with us any damn way. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is definitely, I don't think it's going to close any professional doors for her, but I definitely think it is going to deny her access to certain social circles, some of which I think that she gained access to too prematurely in the first place. Case in point, sitting next to Anna Wintour and so on and so forth. But Anna can choose her own friends. Aside from Nicki, from Cardi, I want to talk about Nicki really quickly. And before I get on Nicki, let me say this. Emotionally, I believe every ounce of Cardi B's emotions are valid, and I'm not taking that from her at all. Everything she said in her subsequent post that she put on Instagram when she wrote that Nicki has tried to keep artists from working with her. Nicki has, tried to block her bag. Nicki has told other people if they fuck with her, she won't fuck with them. I believe every single word, because that's what they do in the music industry. They say J-Lo done did it, Mariah done did it, they say even Beyonce done did it, Tamar them done did it. That's the way people in the music industry operate. I believe it. Also, Cardi says, Nicki may have liked some tweets or whatever saying that she was an unfit mother. I'm unsure. I haven't seen them. If she did, I wouldn't be surprised. But here's the thing, Cardi. And this is where the ignorance comes in. Somebody called you an unfit mother. She liked the tweet. So what? The bitch think you an unfit mother. So what? Like, who gives a damn what she think? She thinks you're an unfit mother. So what? Cardi B, if I'm going to say to you right now, Cardi, I think you're an unfit mother. I think you're a horrible mother. That has not sucked any air out your pipes. That has not sucked any money out of your pocket. That has not altered the safety or security of your child. So I'm not understanding here, what are you really upset about? Now, you said that you were able to let everything else ride, the music politics, but when it comes to my child, like, y'all, I feel like it's this fake, faux, mother bear cub thing, but your child was never in any danger. Not to the magnitude in which you had to go to Harpers Bazaar and show your damn ass, okay? Number two, let's look at, and I always talk about this, social responsibility and the chain reaction that this has lent itself to. Cardi, Nicki, y'all gotta understand, as black people and people of color, we have got to be in the business of dispelling stereotypes and not perpetuating them. This further supports this narrative about the angry black woman or the ghetto Shanika girl who can't go nowhere and act, or black women always taking their shoes off and doing some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not one of those that's so big on acting right in front of white folk. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about you being you, but I'm gonna tell you something, Cardi. And y'all can call me a sellout all you want. I would have much rather you have done this shit at the Hot 97 Summer Jam or the Brooklyn Bronx block party than to have taken your ass down into the Harpers Bazaar in front of all them good white folk, all them rich, classy based white folks, and did what you did. In the history of New York Fashion Week, I don't think we don't ever had no damn reports of people throwing them damn shoes and being escorted. I mean, hell, at least Solange had enough decency to whoop ass in the elevator, and when they got off that elevator, they got off cool, calm, and collected, and that camera happened to catch the tea. Like, Cardi, you have got to do better, and I hope somebody from that label has called you and got into your ass. I hope the women and your fans get into your ass. You've got too many people looking up to you, too many people who have put money on your head, too many people from your neighborhood that are rooting for you to fuck this up over some ghetto bitch nonsense. How about this? Just reconcile the fact that the bitch don't like you, she never gonna like you, and she gonna do everything in her power to keep you beneath her. Once you reconcile that and understand that, nothing the bitch will ever do from here on out will surprise you. You know what I'm saying? Have zero expectations of her. Pay that bitch dust. You know what I'm saying? Moving right along to Nicki Minaj. Nicki, you are going to allow the people around you to ruin every fucking thing you have. For the life of me, I don't even understand why Ra Ali is anywhere in your mix. Like, what the fuck do Ra Ali do except boost? Y'all don't know how much tea I got from celebrities when I was doing my blog about Ra Ali and this high-end shoe scam that she was running. And you know how I feel, bitch. Once a scammer, always a scammer. Ra Ali ain't got no real damn job. She ain't on Love and Hip Hop. So what in the fuck is she doing? Child, quiet as it's kept. You need to call Mama Joyce on her ass, because I know she over there wearing Nicki old hair like Mama Joyce said Karma was doing with Candy. All you doing is holding Nicki Minaj, that's what she's becoming, a nagging, whining ass bitch. Nicki Minaj's bag hag, recycling her old bags and probably recycling her old dick too. Now, I've heard conflicting stories. I've heard that security elbowed Cardi in the head. That was the first story. And then, you know, my friend called me and told me, no, Ra Ali threw a blow at Cardi. And that's what set the scuffle off. Either way, Cardi was wrong for taking her ass over there trying to confront that lady at a party. That's not what we was there for. Cardi got that lady phone number. If she don't, her management got that lady phone number. They could have orchestrated a better sit down or a conference call the way real women do. Or they could have met in the park somewhere and scrapped it out. But you got to organize these things, and you got to do it with order and decency. That's scripture. Nicki, first of all, this whole relationship with you and Raw Digger is so disingenuous. You know what I'm saying? Raw, I hope you understand that Nicki only rolling with you as a result of this whole Remy bullshit. And once Nicki gets past whatever she got going on with Remy, she will no longer have any use for you, and you and her will end up falling out. We've watched it happen too many times. We've seen it happen. It's bound to happen. That's what's going to happen. The friendship ain't genuine. The friendship is predicated on hate and getting at somebody else. That's number one. Number two, you know, Raw, you and I was, quite frankly, I was shocked at Brooke Bailey too. When y'all got into all that Twitter shit and run up on shit defending Nicki to Mariah Lynn. Now, some people may argue, oh, Nicki is too big to be out in the streets fighting and going back and forth with hoes, so her friends who have something to lose are gonna do it for her. You know, I don't know. Raw, I looked your age up and it says you 34 years old. I refuse to believe that. Like, because like some of the people that I got to tea about you with, like, they like well established in their 40s. So I'm just refusing to believe that some of these people that you used to roll with back in the day, New York, that's in the industry, that told me about your shoe scamming days, I refuse to believe you was 10 years under them when you was selling them these bogus ass shoe boxes and shit. Nevertheless, Raw, you old enough, and you have been in the company of success and well-to-do people long enough for you to damn know better. Why would you pop off at a Harpers Bazaar party at New York Fashion Week? Like, I just don't understand these adults that don't have the foresight to see how this is going to end. Do you feel good? But see, this is the thing about hood people, that cockroach ass mentality. Because when she walked out of that Harper's Bazaar party, Shaquana, Tamika, LaQuanda, and the rest of them was blowing up her Snapchat. Her phone was like, yeah, girl, you did that. You got that bitch. You showed that bitch. She got positive reinforcement from a bunch of bitches on welfare. You know what I'm saying? From a bunch of bitches in the projects that ain't got nothing to goddamn lose. Those are the people that ghetto people are searching for validation from, and I just don't understand it. Anybody who supports what the fuck went down at that party, something is goddamn wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. There's just no way in hell, based on the crimes that Nicki so-called committed, that any of what went on at that Harpers Bazaar party was justified. And Nicki, these are the type of people you keep around you. And the gag is, Nicki, you positively reinforce this behavior as well. Because I'm going to tell you something. The people that roll with me, they know good and goddamn well if we out at a party and you act like that this friendship is over. So the fact that Ra felt so comfortable popping off on somebody at your work function, I am more than positive Ra ain't getting no invite to Harper's Bazaar. I'm more than positive she was one of Nicki's +1. Okay, how your +1 down to the party fighting? You know what I'm saying? It's just not good. Now here's the thing, Nicki, because I got to give you a little bit of the business too. Nicki, you is a hating ass bitch. It's starting to unfold. It's funny. I know Lil' Kim is somewhere sitting back feeling very vindicated because a lot of what Kim said about you in the past, people didn't want to see it. They received it as hate from Kim, but that shit is starting to come to the forefront, Nicki, and you not looking really good. And what I'm not understanding about you, Nicki, is right now you are the undisputed, undefeated queen of rap and hip hop. You are. Even though Cardi is on the rise, you are still, you know what I'm saying, leaps and bounds ahead of her. It's going to take a lot to bring down the Nicki Minaj empire, at least within the next 2 to 3 years. It's gonna take a lot. Cardi got a lot of work to do. Yes, she hot, and yes, she is climbing, and we are all here for her success. But Nicki, you are still the queen. I'm just really not understanding what the fuck you mad about. And Nicki, you really need to check yourself and go on Iyanla Fix My Life, because the fact that you want to preach this female empowerment bullshit, but you going around the industry playing these games, you know, snatching songs, telling people not to work with this person, you not gonna work, shifting your weight around to ensure that somebody stays down, that's never cool. And that's gonna do nothing but speed up your damn karma. You already losing it, mama. You are losing it, Nicki. Nicki, real talk, you starting to look like Monique right now. Every time your name gets mentioned in the press, it's you either crying, spazzing out, in some damn beef, and that is latest shit with Cardi. Like, at some point, and I don't give a damn if you feel like it's not your fault or not, at some point you have got to grab the reins of this shit and keep the package, the image, and the bag looking nice and pretty. This is just not a good look for somebody as seasoned in the game and as established as you are, mama. It's just not. And everything about what's going on with you and your energy right now is screaming nervous breakdown. You fired your whole glam squad simply because they got on TV and read your ponytails. That right there says to me that, you know, you're insecure. You're very susceptible to what people think. And I'm gonna tell you something. I've learned through life, perfectionism is a guise for insecurity. My leg done fucked around and went to sleep on this damn stool. Hold on, y'all. Oh, shit. Perfectionism is a guise for insecurity. The fact that you got on the red carpet and you thought you looked perfectly fine, and it took one person to make a comment on that for you to fire your whole damn glam squad, that speaks volumes to what's going on with you in your head. You unstable right now. You feeling this pressure to be perfect and to remain on top. And like I said in a previous video, just from a mathematical perspective, baby, from a historical perspective, you had a clean 10-year run. Like, your decline and your descent is about to start pretty soon if it's not already in motion. And that don't mean you ain't the best. It just means your time is up. That's just how this shit goes. That's just how it goes, mama. Like, I don't understand that, you know, what toilet paper you wipe your ass with that think you're going to be any different than the Brat, Latifah, MC Light, Roxanne Shante, Salt and Pepper, all these people that came before you, Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown, them hoes all held it down for a decade. You held it down for a decade, Nicki. You know, like, it's just unrealistic to think that you're going to get a 20-year run. That's just not how this works. That's not how any of this works. You're doing a good job with your Queen Radio, even though I haven't seen it. But what you do is what Rashida did. You transition out of rap, although in my opinion, Rashida was never in rap. That's neither here nor there. You start to age, you make your transition plan. You got plenty money, you ain't never got to work again. So I'm just not understanding you too busy trying to block somebody else's blessings and not being thankful for the ones that you have. Like, you are more than blessed. Like, Nicki, if your career ended right now, bitch, you still better than fucking 95% of the rest of the world. So I think you need to focus on what it is you got and not what it is you think you about to lose. Because you really ain't about to lose nothing but your mind and your dignity if you don't stop. And y'all, that's what I think about Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. So now y'all can jump down in the comments and let's talk about it, argue with it. I'm dying to read and to know what y'all think about this. I'll call you later. Bah! Ooh, bitch, I almost failed. Shit.